Ah, we're back. Hello. Pleasure to see you all again. This stream will be hopefully a little more, maybe a little bit less properly. Well, I don't know how to properly explain it, but not going to be entirely as serious, hopefully. I'm just going to be making a few different preparations here and there. Be getting a bit of a lay of the land, and possibly interacting with some people for some different, shall we say, dealings. For the time being, let's get right into it. Conceal myself here just so that I wasn't assaulted while I was waiting for things to get started and running. But we're heading back here, as I said, to get a lay of the land. See what exactly is going on. Such as these little stalls that don't seem very important, and that's quite a bit of chests that I'm seeing. Well, this is something, I guess. I don't entirely know what else to call it, other than something. Oh, there's some signs up there. Also, I hope that the Discord notifications aren't too distracting. I am sort of waiting to hear back from somebody, so those might be popping in every now and again. I guess it was stew. What in the world is this? I have no idea what any of this is. I have no idea what all that is, though I do recognize the name Stew. That was somebody that had settled for a little bit in that fake village I made. These chests do seem to be quite all over the place. Can't imagine who would do that. Also, can't imagine why someone would place two tables right next to each other. An interesting choice, to say the least. For the time being, I'm still waiting. Because, as mentioned previously, I was fortunately dealt with by a creature of hellish and skeletal variety. And so I've needed to get myself back into the swing of things, back to my prime. And I'm nearly there. Just need two more little pieces. And then I can get on with the preparations with Cajun. And then after that, we'll get to the proper plan. But for now, still need to get a little bit more information to see exactly what, who, when, and where me and Cajun can concoct our little scheme. I don't know about this, though. Yes, I've already marked Pilot, not as a target for any sort of, shall we say, scapegoating, for some very obvious reasons. I just don't know how I feel about the situation in general regarding them. I will still need to seek out our little Ollie friend. But we'll have to see what they say later. They're one of the few people on this place that I don't know where they live, so it's difficult to find them. And I had already marked them off as a potential scapegoat quite a bit a while ago. Because they are too focused on their own little thing going on, that having them as a scapegoat would just not make any sense at all. Oh, they weren't lying. Though this place is useless. Finding anything. And I already know about those places, so perhaps for now I will go back to my own abode. Make sure everything's still set and nothing else is trodden down that path. Because genuinely, I have very little way of knowing. Unless someone has clumsily left evidence behind, like when Guy and Ollie discovered my stronghold. And thankfully, no one ever came to that stronghold, took away my books. My beloved little pieces of information. My own holy scriptures, can I say. Those books will lead me to what I want. I almost am finished with them. Almost. Just a few more things to set in place. And then I'll be done. I just need to hear from my associate that my payment for their services has been completed. And then I shall go meet with them and receive what I paid for, before finishing up some other unfinished business. And then once that's done, I can speak. Well, before or after that's done, I will be speaking with Ollie. And then before or after that, I'll need to, I guess, meet with Cajun, let him know my findings on some of these newcomers of our land. seems that I might have been able to hear from my associate. And so I can take a quick second to turn streaming mode back on so that Discord notifications don't plague us. Also check in here. Let's just see how these are doing. I'll most likely be killing them before I leave. Not leaving right now, but leaving as in... Well, we'll get to that eventually. But it seems that my contact has apparently completed their business. And so I will be making my way towards them. And receiving what I paid for. Post haste. And then making my way to settled business properly this time. Without being blinded by excitement and ambition. And going in unprepared. I was set back quite a bit with that. At least in protecting myself. While I don't wish to need to protect myself, having the ability is always a comfort. And also that hopefully those items will be still of use to me. I just need to make my way to their abode and see if they're there before I am. These damned slimes always getting in the way. But sometimes they get out of my way on their own accord. Which is convenient. I fully wasn't expecting that to happen. It didn't happen a few times, though. Whereas I'm running past that area, slime will just fall from the sky over the ledge. God damn it. Stay out of my way kindly. You know, some of the most annoying creatures in this hellish place. And I have business to attend to. So if you wouldn't mind just either dying yourself or floating away somewhere where I can't see you. Rather not go through the hassle right now. And just a quick check, just to make sure nothing has changed. We're still good. I do hope, though, that for people watching, that you're able to enjoy my little preparations and getting a little insight into the coming spectacles. It is always nice to have people that you can share your secrets with, even if they're not really around to hear in reality. Yes, monologues are quite, how shall I say, ego stroking, I would say. I'm glad you enjoyed them. They will most likely be continuing for a bit of time. At least until my goals are properly reached. Then, well, we'll have to see just exactly what the world has in store for me. So I'll be honest, even I don't truly know what I'm fully getting myself into. My books can only tell me so much. But they tell me enough. Uh, I have to say I must commend Bra for crafting these highways. It makes getting to and from various places much easier, including to his own abode. And when my life goes easier, then I am happy. Everybody else might not be, but I am. And that's the most important thing. Let's see who's arrived first. If he's here before me, or if I'm here before him. Looks like I'm first. I don't entirely mind. I can wait patiently. I've done it before, I can do it a multitude of times. I seem to be making a bit of a habit of it, actually. Simply waiting in people's own abodes to have them arrive. I also have made it a habit of looking through other people's things. I am a bit of a... Is the term kleptomaniac? Something along those lines, but regardless, it's not as though if the consequences come for me, I will have to deal with them for long. And hopefully, with this little purchase of mine, I should be able to deal with the consequences before they deal with me. I must say, though, I will miss these little creatures. They are quite adorable. Was that towards me? If that comment is towards me, then I might not be able to get these repayment. And perhaps they're bartering with somebody else right now. Bartering with somebody else. Bartering with someone else, and I technically didn't hear it. That's the problem with forgetting to do the little /W there. Any private conversations might be made a little bit more public than you'd wanted. But patience. I'll be honest, patience has not been my strong suit lately. Closer I get to getting what I need, the more impatient I get. A lot of getting. Farm business, go to the shop, but I'm not here for farm business. I think I just saw those doors open and shut. So I think my associate has arrived. Yes, they have. How delightful. I think they're taking a moment to get onto the Discord. And join into the VC. Maybe. Or they're doing something, I don't know. There we are. They're smelting it now. Glad to know that my products are fresh off the market.
Howdy.
Howdy.
About to have a visitor soon, I'm sure you see. Did that for your benefit, just in case you need to be scarce. Here's your first, sir. And your second one. And, because we're good business partners, something to remember me by.
Well, I do greatly thank you for your business. And
Of
hopefully
course.
you don't mind me taking a quick second to use your little table here.
Oh, by all means, that's what it's here for. I do ask that if you have any negative business with any of my other clientele, that you not let it impede my business and take it off my premises into the nether or wherever.
Of course, I will be sure to keep any relations between clients between clients, not
Of
have it
course.
be involved with you.
I know
And
you're good at keeping a level head, so if others can't, I trust that you can navigate the situation in a way that helps you and I have a great day.
of course, and
And otherwise,
still to this day, I have kept our little secrets, making sure
oh, I
nobody
know what
knows.
you're talking about. So I appreciate that.
Yes,
Yeah.
even
And if you need
even with
anything else,
even with Cajun the other day, haven't let him know.
well, that's good. That's good. That's good. I had worried, but you seem like a good guy, or so to speak, a reformed guy, as some might start saying. Hopefully.
Well, I might not go as far as to say that. I still have
Well,
some old habits that die hard, but we'll see what the coming days bring. I have a good many plans.
indeed. Alrighty. Well,
But
you
now,
have a great day.
yes, I shall make myself scarce.
See you.
Now, hopefully, on the way here, that their other business partner isn't coming through this portal rather than the one on the little highway. Hard to really tell which is more convenient to get to, in all honesty, but I just choose whichever one I feel like at the time. I like to think that this one is more convenient. Oh, that's them. Well, they were using this portal. Funny thing that. Well, I was running that risk. Maybe I'll stop by their abode as well. After I've got myself and my prize properly in my hands. For now, we take a quick trip back home, where I have my supplies ready and waiting, and where this damnable wither will meet its end. It bested me once because I was ego-driven and, let's say, rushing. But I'm not in a rush anymore. I took my time, got the proper resources, and will properly snuff its existence from this plane. I was unprepared and naive for a moment. That will not be the case again. I do hope that Ra might be able to deflect enough that doesn't draw suspicion to himself with misbehaving there after seeing me. Oh, for fuck's sake. Every time I'm wandering through here, these creatures just love to make an appearance. All these flying creatures as well as ranged, I dislike to a degree more so than other things. Phantoms, ghasts, skeletons, all some of my most hated entities in this realm. And something I will most certainly not miss. This long run, though, is the most annoying thing about being secretive as I am now. Much less close to anything. So I spend a lot of energy and time going back and forth. But thankfully, with the right relations and timing, it's worth it. Just checking something quickly. And we're still fine. Still no one is followed. And we are safely on our way. I was worried somewhat that misbehaving would get a bit of an interest in myself after seeing me leaving Burroughs' establishment. But thankfully their little interaction and... what's the word for... mutual exchange was deemed more important than learning about what I was up to. But we're home now. And can't lie and say that I'm not excited for this rematch. As if I'm going to make you, Esther the Second, Finley, Gilligan, Scalcifer all quite proud. Just need to prepare the right things. I'll probably only need the one. Now I'll store some of these things. Had these over here before. And I just remembered I don't have infinity on that one bow, so that will not be the case, but... Where did I put those? Over here. There you are. Now this, I have a feeling will go much better than last time. Now, you disgusting creature of darkness and destruction, I do hope you're ready to to have met your maker and match. And then afterwards, we'll see about what I care to do. Most likely I'll go bother misbehaving. Mostly just because I'm bored right now and I have no idea where Ollie is. And so I'll need to be patient in my eventual discovering of them. There we are. Shouldn't be too terribly far from here. Last I saw, they were over on that ridge. I have to say, I did lead quite a trail of destruction. That should be somewhere over here. Last I saw. I would hate to think that it actually disappeared. That'd be very unfortunate. A lot of these preparations would have been made for no reason. So where the fuck are you? Haven't made your way down, have you? Where the hell could it have gone? I remember clearly checking in where it was, and it was over on this hill. And now it is gone. Fairly certain a creature like this doesn't just simply wander off. Maybe it went this way. Seeing some signs. of debris. Not seeing it. That is very upsetting. Okay, for real, where the hell is it? Pretty sure they don't despawn. It should still be somewhere. And I seriously, like, checked yesterday and it was right over there. Scared the crap out of me. Like, there's no way that something killed it. Let me look this up just to make sure. I'm seeing things that says it shouldn't despawn. So I don't know where the hell it is. Oh, there you are. Well then. Take a quick moment. Get my proper preparations. Oh, and it seems like it's attacking some cows. I'm much more prepared for you now. Better bow. Loosen your health bar. Better armor. You didn't even leave a dent on me that time. Ah. Vindication. Vengeance. I've earned my prize. And now I can set up another few last pieces of my puzzle. And I can also get rid of this dirt and seed because I don't need it. So I'm keeping the flowers because they're looking cool. Oh, I got a bit angry there. But with good reason, I would say. But yes, barely a dent that time. I must say that having proper preparations does make for a much easier time. It is quite convenient. And also giving into temptation and stealing those Thorns books from Guy also helps a little bit. Zora the Cajun for I guess lying back then, but those Thorns books were just a bit too tempting to just pass up. But I have what I needed. Which has clearly been demonstrated by how quickly I was able to dispatch that creature. Now, I have a very nice little creation of my own. Still need the one of you. And yes, I can put that bottle back with the rest, and I guess store that there for now. And now, this should speed my plans along much quicker. Because I just needed to be gathering this energy, focusing it in this little antechamber, and storing it in the redstone I gathered. Alongside these focal end crystals. Oh, fuck me, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I am an idiot for pressing right stick on a lever. You know, we'll chalk that up to instability. Well, it's not like it'll be difficult to get all that back, but it'll be annoying. Losing those diamond blocks, though, was probably the biggest loss there. Oh, well. Live and learn. And now I have even more reason to go and annoy misbehaving, because now I'm annoyed. It's one person annoying another will help cure mine, at least. I still cannot believe that I did that so stupidly. I need to prepare so many more things again. Get the energy gathering again. Just... I'm taking some of you for food. Just because it's better than bread. What can I leave? We could probably leave the iron so that we can store this there. Store all this wool and then get these items back. I really am an idiot at times, blinded by my own ambition. But at the very least, I didn't suffer a major loss. A lot of that stuff can be regained and replaced with something equally suitable. Should probably put the iron blocks away before I leave. Let's go and see if misbehaving is headed back to the Olympia and see if I can't do a bit of a pestering. I do seem to have a habit, though, of having a great success followed by an immediate failure. Maybe that's failure of foresight or some other thing, but either way, it is a failure all the same. And I guess I'll now need to hope that these annoying ghast creatures spawn, and hopefully in convenient places as well. So soon after nursing them out. You know, I think wandering through that has given me an idea for an ideal replacement for the redstone. The quartz here seems to hold its own sort of energy within itself. Quite a decent amount. Conveniently enough. So perhaps I could use that as a supplement for the redstone that I just lost. As for the diamond as a focal point, I do still have some, not nearly as much as was just lost there, but it'll be thinner focus, but should still serve the purpose. And with the added beacon on top of it, I think it will definitely be good enough. It is very annoying that I did that, though. You're sitting over top of lava, aren't you? But I might as well try. If I can fucking see you. You are so far away. I cannot even fucking see you anymore. Oh, there you are. Who's even reach? Annoying flying creature. Do not disappear or I will be disappointed. There we go. Now, thank you. And now I just need 2 more of those, eventually. I'll make a brief stop here. Actually, I'm gonna just go from here. There's an ender chest right next to it, and Shantytown isn't far. You can swap it for the wood. I can always get more wood. Wood is not something that I'm in short supply of. Cute little target range. And now let's go and see if misbehaving is sitting around. And hope that Riven isn't. Still don't entirely care for them. Mostly because I still don't entirely understand them. No idea what that is. That's something that I did not see. Canonically. Oh god, you all are busy tonight, aren't you? Aren't you busy? Somebody unearth a spawner. God damn it. Oh this sword's probably going to break soon. Thank you for the momentary distraction, but I didn't really need it. That's a creature that I'm not going to mess with at all. Yep. Quarantine. Oh, yes, it's that one. A mailbox full of fish. That makes sense. Oh yeah, there they are. Hello.
Hello?
Just having a little stop by. A little visit, if you would.
Hi.
You seem to be doing well.
Sure. What's your definition of well?
Well, I'd say alive and still well equipped is my definition, I would say.
Yeah. A bird just hit my window.
Oh, Jesus.
Huh.
Bird wants to get in on the lore.
Oh my god. Sorry.
No need to
Yeah.
apologize. That's intense.
Alive and well. Yeah. I haven't lost my shit, if that's what you mean. Then again, it depends on your definition of losing your shit.
I'd say I have a decently good definition from personal experience.
Yeah. I can't tell if you're hiding the fact that you've got equipment or you just actually don't have equipment anymore.
Oh, there was a brief moment where I was ill-equipped and could very easily have had my weakness taken advantage of, but thankfully, with my distance that I created between myself and everyone, that was not the case.
Your distance.
Well, when you're an escaped convict, you tend to run for quite a bit before you feel
That's right, you
properly
are an
safe.
escaped convict. Isn't that interesting?
Well, an escaped convict of a government that doesn't technically exist anymore.
Mm. That doesn't negate the personal.
Well, I was hoping that the gift I gave would have helped smooth it out a little bit.
I could care less about you at this point, Cypher.
Oh, but I just started to actually appreciate you for who you are.
Oh, thank you so very much. You're one of the few on this server.
Well, you seem to be, at the very least, favorable with a good few.
Come on in.
I know that, at the very least, Ollie is someone that almost everybody could count as a quote-unquote friend.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Now, were you having any disagreements with them?
Always. We don't seem to agree on much. They're charming. And I like them for that, but we do disagree.
I will say that knowing that the two of you disagree isn't entirely surprising.
I disagree with most people.
Have you disagreed with Fateseeker?
What do you think, Cypher? What's your honest opinion of that question you just asked? That baiting little question.
Well, I'm glad to see that you know me well enough to see through any subtleties.
Mm.
You keep a very good eye of the server, and your books are full. for newly escaped convicts looking to inform themselves of what's gone on while they were away.
Yeah, a few things happened while you were gone. Ain't no two ways about that. I was kept busy.
Yes, and my condolences as well for your recently kidnapped, possibly other fated associate. And I hope that your newly gained community member is having a healthy recovery.
She's fine. Still in quarantine, but fine. I hazard to say it wasn't you, although, you could prove me wrong on that, and I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I don't keep many friends of at least human persuasion close by. I have some lovely pets back at home that have kept me company. But as for the villagers that many of you have been communing with, I tend to see them as more of a third party than neighbors.
Full, and I enjoy their company, especially when I was not on the best of terms with people back when you went to prison. So you never answered my question. You very cleverly avoided answering it, but you never answered it.
I wanted to know your thoughts, being who I see as one of the closest people to him, and also being one of the ones present for the trial.
Hmm. Fate Seeker's a very dear friend. Do we butt heads? Yes. That's because I'm an attack dog and he's a peacemaker. But he's got a good heart, and the server could use more of that. I could use more of that.
Now, it is funny that you mention attack dog, because I did have a bit of a small conversation with him time ago, and I stated that I first saw you as an attack dog, but I think you're not that vicious indiscriminately.
Indiscriminately, no. Although
Yes,
I suppose I could be pushed to that point.
yes, I see you as more.
Almost was.
I see you as more of a guard dog, protective rather than offensive.
Interesting point of theory. There's no information to say otherwise, so you could be right.
Well, I'm mostly just drawing conclusions from my own personal interactions.
Hmm.
But if you are looking for good hearts on the server, then Uh, well, I guess I could make the recommendation if you haven't already figured out that Pilot's back, that they were an associate of yours for a temporary time. It was my understanding, so you can feel free to chat them up.
I've met with Pilot since, yes. I uh I have some own self-confliction about that whole situation, if we're being completely honest, which I don't think we are being.
Well, if you're looking for honesty, then I'll offer it as a gift. For one question. Complete and utter truth.
Mm. Just a single one.
As a gift.
What do you want from Fate Seeker?
I don't want Fate Seeker. I think you're smart enough to draw your own conclusions from that answer.
Leave him alone, Cypher.
I'm not going to be here for much longer. So I need something to leave behind.
And you
And
think going through Fate Seeker to get Fate Bringer is going to give you your little legacy?
stories need antagonists. I tried to be that. But I've come to realize that I value my own personal freedom over suiting a role. So I guess to suit the story, I'll do one thing that the gods might want and give them a proper story.
Mm. Plenty of stories to be had without dragging somebody's second personality out of them. Just ask Guy. He's creating plenty of stories. I create stories. You didn't see what he did. You weren't there.
No, I wasn't.
I was. I still see it, and I still hear it, and I still feel it every night when I go to sleep. In my dreams, in my waking nightmares.
Why does that linger with you?
You don't understand what you're trying to unleash, and it is evident.
I don't know a lot of things. I've been learning some things. Which I'm very close to figuring out.
Because you're going to have to find him first. So I suppose you gave me an honest answer. Do you have a question, a single question you want absolute honesty with? It's only fair after all. Otherwise, I might feel like I'm stealing something from you.
Well, I must say that we're both not the best at being subtle with each other. But I guess in the spirit of fairness, I'll ask something. Do you think that in another time, in another world, one without gods, without magics and things of that nature, do you think we could have been friends?
Yes.
Well, it's nice to know that we agree on something.
Hmm. I think we agree on more than we both like to admit, Cypher.
But we don't like to admit things, do we?
I suppose not. Good
Ah,
evening.
good evening. What the hell am I doing? What in the absolute fuck am I doing? I came to bother, to harass, to annoy. That's what I've been doing a lot. I've done that to Miss Haven specifically a lot. What the hell am I doing? Feeling second thoughts. Stop that now. We cannot afford to have second thoughts about this. I cannot afford to have second thoughts about this. I am close to gaining the exact thing I've been wanting this entire time. We cannot be having second thoughts now. I need to know how. I might dislike them, not care for them much at all, but I need to know how they're back. Because I cannot afford for it to happen to me. I do hope they're home this time. And if not, I can wait. Talk with them, and then talk with Ollie. See if they're home first. Items you need. If you need feathers and arrows, if you need arrows, then you can simply talk to Moss. And there's ribbon. Still don't know how to feel about them. Okay, let's calm down first. Level head. Going into this calmly. Intimidation didn't work last time. It will probably not work this time. Need to take some deep breaths. Get focused. Maybe let out some of this aggression on some nearby creatures before heading in. Oh, there's another person. I don't have the time to talk to them right now. I need to talk to somebody else. Not phantoms, wherever the fuck they are. I can hear them. Get out of my way kindly. Hear them but not see them. Waiting for them to get. Hello again.
What are you doing here?
Not to harm you, if that's going to at all ease your tensions, which they probably won't. I just need no one simple thing, and I can leave you alone.
What do you want to know?
How are you back?
Go ask Creatrix. I don't know anything any more than you do.
Even though you are the subject of the revival, you have no information.
I fell, I woke up, I was here.
Nothing that you saw while you were away.
Why are you asking?
You know, I've been honest a lot lately, so I'm going to keep this streak up. I want to know so that the same thing doesn't happen to me.
Afraid of a little death?
I'm afraid of coming back.
Well, what I said was true. It's a blank. Like, in my memory, no time passed between me hitting the ground and waking up here. There wasn't anything. It was just. I mean, it was less than nothing.
Well, that's good and bad news for me. Good in that things I'm figuring out are being confirmed, and bad in that I have to go and talk with more people and make this a longer process than I wanted it to be. Well, at the very least, congratulations on returning from an untimely demise and refurbishing this place.
Thanks. Now get out.
Of course. Of course they're not in the know. Of course they wouldn't know. At least they didn't go where I wanted. I really don't want to do this. I said Creatrix, not Ollie. Does that mean Creatrix did it themselves? Or did Ollie ask Creatrix for something? Or what? Really do not want to have to do this. I do not want to have to do this. I really don't. I don't want to do this. But I fear I might have to. I really don't want to have to do this. Have I muted my mic? Hello? It says it's still picking up. What is going on? Hello? Can you hear me now? Is it working? Oh, I can unmute myself on my own stream. Okay, yeah, we're good now. I had to unmute myself on my own stream for a second. Again, I'm getting riled up. I need to keep calm in these situations. But let's see how this works. It's the last thing that I wanted to do. but I have little choice in this matter. I need to know this. Any moment now. Standing at their peak. Shouldn't be difficult for them to arrive. They found me in the depths of a cavern before. Maybe they're just being sassy with me. I'm dragging this out. I guess I somewhat deserve it. Based on previous interactions. I did get sassy with her. But now I really don't think it's the time. At least for my own interests. Ah, there we are. Took your time. I guess makes sense with how unpleasant our previous interactions have been, or tense. Yes, well, as though I would change the mild sense of curiosity to major. I won't waste your time. I was pilot back. I'm sure my intentions are not secret to you. You know I'm looking to unshackle myself. But they're still in your world. And whether it's the soul or the physical body, residing here is my least desired outcome. And so, oh, well, congratulations for you. I don't want to remain here any longer than I have to. And so I want to know how Pilot is back, so that whatever process that is not reenacted on me, should my time come. Yes, and that sort of egotistical thinking is one of the reasons why I don't want to be tethered here, and why I'm trying to leave. Why did you stop me in the stronghold? Well, stronghold is a working term. It did look somewhat fortified and look to hold a lot of things pretty strongly. So, stronghold, working title. I don't expect much from you. I fully expect you to lie to my face, so that I'm deterred or perhaps even intrigued, and then that will cause consequences for myself. After all, the gods are not sworn to be honest. I knew I had to stop. So you appearing in front of me the second I got close to that thing was me realizing I had to stop. And that's what I'm trying to get at. Why would you have stopped me? Yes, that is about the kind of answer I was expecting. You do not get to dictate to me what I think is important. Yes, manners. Something that I should give to somebody who had me shackled against my will. Leave me. I'm doing my best. And since you haven't stopped me thus far, you either think so little of me that you believe I won't succeed, or you simply just don't care enough. I'm just being honest with everybody today, aren't I? It's a little hard to get used to. Fine. I don't know. But it's my best chance. If you're going to try to relate to me, it would make more sense to be at less of an imposing eye level. That is the plan. And we'll see by the end of this who exactly is right. All the power in the world, eh? Show yourself one. I am in my own story, and no one else is writing it. Really hate them. That ego that comes with power. Sickening. Makes my stomach. What? That was not the answer I was hoping. My returning is dictated by them. Then this book, these books, they'd better be right. They'd better take me to the gods' land too. And if it doesn't, and I do perish, and if any of the gods should so come for me in the afterlife, perhaps maybe there I'll be able to fight them off on equal footing. Prevent my ever coming back. Because even if I'm in some sort of void, some sort of nothingness, at least I won't have some god pulling my strings in said nothingness. God, and they are just so annoying. Fucking. Ooh. I like confidence, I don't like ego. Admittedly, calling me pet was... Ooh. I can admit as much. But the rest of it, not so much. But pet, though, is something generally with less intelligence. Something that can be tamed. Like my adorable Sif, lovely Esther, Finnegan, no, not Finnegan, Finley, Gilligan, and Scalesifer. Those are pets. I refuse to be tamed. So I am nobody's pet. And I never will be. And I make sure that I have a say in that. Even if it kills me.